now that we've finished up everything we can do with Vela, it's time to move on to Lupus's path. Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant, and welcome back for more of Let's Play Jet Force Gemini. Today we're going to be starting with our dog friend who was able to hitch a ride on the Spawnship itself as we left Ichor with Vela. And right off the bat, he's given a couple of important items. The first, the machine gun, everybody's favorite gun, at least it's mine, and a plasma shotgun, which I will never use. And up here, Gemini capacity increase. Now, in that window over there, that is unbreakable glass. We cannot get in there yet, but you will be able to see a couple of tribals in there. We'll be back for them later. So let's switch over to the machine gun, which only has 100 bullets, and that makes me sad. But now it has 150, good for us. And in here, flying drones! Not dealing with them. I love shooting them down before they can get into formation. But over here is where a lot of the rooms in here tend to overlap. You can even see some stuff down there. And over there is a path with red key doors and a tribal, who we cannot get yet. We can't get all the tribals in this area quite yet. Now, big dude! Watch out for his explosions. You can take him out quite easily from here, though. So with that done, we can get the tribal here, see if there's anything else for us on this side, and of course, they give us a lot of capacity upgrades at the very beginning because we've been through Vela and Juno's paths, so... This looks like a pretty difficult area to get through. You can see these moving platforms. And with Juno or Vela, these would be extremely difficult to get past because we'd have to... Well, I mean, we could grab the ledges if we miss the jumps, but with Lupus, we can't even do that, so these jumps are darn near impossible. Luckily for us, yes, Lupus can fly. I love this dog being able to fly like this. Now, you can only hover for a limited amount of time, but still, a dog that can hover in the air with rocket shoes. You can't beat that. There is nothing in this game that is more awesome than a dog that can float with rocket shoes. Seriously. Find me something more awesome than that. What are the odds that I found a picture of something more awesome and spliced it into the video right after I said that? Probably not very good. I don't have very many awesome pictures. Now, we can head up here and take the flying platforms all the way over, which is what I'm going to do since I was able to make it on the first jump. But once we get the red key, I will head back and show you all the stuff in the rooms below. Because that'll allow us to skip all of the not funny platforming that we had to do to get here. Which I'm not a big fan of, but if we get the red key, then we don't have to platform like that anymore. And since the other characters already have the red key, no one's ever going to have to do that platforming ever again if we get the red key with Lupus. So let's take care of these guys before they become a problem, and the life force door will open. And they give us health. That's wonderful. There's also ammo over there. There's a green key door, which we obviously can't go through, but first we'll go through the life force door. Both of them take you to the same place. Except this one has a drone on it. And if I can shoot him in the head rather than through his body armor, that would probably be for the best. So his head goes flying off. Yeah, that's a lot of body armor, buddy. So you get his big head and the red key. So now we never have to do that platforming again. This might be a good time to head down. What is in that room? Why does it not look familiar to me? Yeah, I think I'll go head down there. Yeah, that's also a nice way to slow your fall. But we'll be back up in that room later, so don't worry about it. And your head went flying over here. Why does your head go flying? I don't know where it is when it goes flying, and I want to pick it up. And, okay, stop making me squeal like the little doggy I am. Did any of you drop ammo? Thank you. Some of these rooms down here will have health, some will have tribals, some will have enemies, some will have a combination of the three. But mainly, I believe there are only 2 rooms down in this area that have tribals in them. And of course, since we can't get everything in this area yet, there isn't too much of a need to come down here. But this is where you'll wind up if you happen to fall down in any of the rooms in this ship. And I forget what's in that room up there. I don't remember it being anything important. It might just be another room that you'd fall down in. All of these areas have... Yeah, there's a tribal right in here that if you're not careful, you'll blow up one of the flying drones and it will fall down right on that tribal. And there's another tribal over there that I'd like to save. So let's get around to shooting up these guys with all of our machine gun ammo. If you're moving, I found that these guys don't tend to annoy you too much, especially if you're just destroying them. For the most part, if they're circled around like that, they'll reposition themselves whenever you destroy one, so they're still in a circular pattern. And they won't be shooting you while they're repositioning. So it's good to know. And there's another tribal over there who we can help. And luckily for us, there are no enemies in this room, so no need to worry about him dying. There's only one more room down here that's worth going into, and it's not the one that's all the way up the stairs. It's the one that I avoided at the beginning. It was right across from the one we fell down, actually. And you can see up there, that's the red key path, one of the two red key paths up there. And I believe this is the one that's right at the very beginning. Yes, it is. So you can see a puddle of water to our left that is much deeper than the shallow water we're running in now. Lupus can't swim, so we will be back here later with someone else who can. Yeah, but down there is the reason why, well, one of the reasons why we have to come back here later, because we can't get in that door down there. So let's get out of this puddle here, refill our life a little bit, get some ammo, and then head back up to the path that we were supposed to take. And some machine gun capacity. Not capacity, but any ammo. I love machine gun ammo. You guys have seen how much I waste ammo in this game, and hey, we've arrived at the very beginning room, and that's the exit. Well, that's the way we came in. And more Mizar tokens. I'm not sure if those carry over either, so I'll take as many as I can get. Did I mention that the Floyd missions take one Mizar token? If I haven't, now you know! I never really knew that myself, but it wasn't too much of an issue before, so... Now we have the red key, so we can go through these paths. And hover over to the tribal. I believe you can also get it just by jumping, but this is another way to get it. So now we have the tribal and we can move on. This is the path that we would have taken. Okay, this is... Actually, let's go back the other way, because we haven't explored the entirety of the room that I fell down in before. This just takes us back to that room, and I'm going to re-enter from the direction that we were supposed to come in from, so we can go about that room properly. But we don't have the green key, so we can't go in there. Do we have the weapon for that? No, we don't. So now we'll go in here, and take out the flying drones properly. Yep. See, this is the room we got the red key in, the room with the really big armored guy that was over there. They both take you to the same place, except this one just goes along a path. And since that was a life force door, we had to destroy all the flying drones to get here. But now we're over the room with all the doors at the bottom, and now we're in the room that is after the very first room. So we can finally proceed onwards. And sniper drones! They're not the only enemies in here. Would you die before the ninja drone kills all the tribals? The ninja drone's killing tribals. And I killed the tribal by accident, but that's fine. Let's get its head. Like I said, I'll be back here later, so it doesn't matter that a tribal died. First tribal death of the LP. I'm sad now. Yeah, that's what happens if you don't get... Well, that's what happens if you shoot a tribal. That's my fault. That's not his. I shouldn't blame the ninja drone for that. I should blame the ninja drone for getting in the way, though. So in here we won't find any enemies. Instead we'll find another weapon chest and the yellow key, which we need, because I saw a yellow key door in the other room. So we get the sniper rifle here, and the yellow key, which will allow us to, you guessed it, go through blue doors. Yep. The yellow key will allow us to go through blue doors. Because I said so. I wish it did, though. Lupus can't go through blue key doors. He never actually gets the blue key. I forget where the blue keys are and what prevents him from getting them. But in here, if you look down, you'll find health extension. The second one of the level. And lots of lava. If you pay close attention, you should be able to spot an alcove over there that I suppose we could go in with Lupus, but it's very difficult to, and he isn't really intended to go down that way anyhow. So let's just keep going. There's not much of the level left. We have this wide open room that looks like it would be perfectly suitable for multiplayer, even though I don't think it is. And serves no purpose whatsoever, because it just takes us over here to our ship! And that was a nice quick level. Introduction to Lupus. So he takes off from the Spawnship, and he'll head to his next destination in the next part! See you later, guys.